Before using any rotary file in the root canal, hand files must be used to achieve patency, working length, and a glide path. Stainless steel files are not flexible. They revert to their shape during use. If files are not pre-curved, they will straighten within the canal, potentially causing ledges and canal transportation. However, Vortex Blue Nickel titanium files are extremely flexible and strong, which helps keep the file centralized while effectively cleaning and shaping curved canals. For this reason, pre-curving hand files number 10 and 15 facilitate negotiating the canal while maintaining its original anatomy. Patency is establishing and maintaining a clear path from the canal orifice to the apex of the root. This is done by using number 10K file, and in severely curved canals, using number 8K file. For this preclinical exercise, working length is determined by pushing the file beyond the apex and then twisting it back inside the canal. Then, the rubber stopper is adjusted to the reference point. It is 25 millimeters for this particular tooth. In a real clinical situation, the working length is determined by the apex locator and confirmed by a radiograph. Accuracy is essential in this step to avoid over-instrumentation. Over-instrumentation can push debris into the periapical region of the tooth and excessively widen the apex, increasing the risk of a sodium hypochlorite accident during irrigation, especially if the needle is forced into the canal. For this reason, irrigation should be performed passively, with the needle moving up and down the canal. Glide path is a reproducible pathway to the apex that rotary files can predictably follow. It is achieved by enlarging the canal by using hand files to size 20 or 25. Use the quarter turn and pull motion until working length is reached, and repeat the process. Recapitulation ensures patency of the canal
and break up any debris. It's done between each file along with irrigation.
Keep in mind that while using indirect vision, the file handle may block your vision of the canal orifice, tempting you to change the file direction, which results in a completely wrong insertion angle. This might lead to canal transportation and ledges. Note that each rotary file has its own recommended speed and torque that should be respected to avoid instrument failure. Insert the rotary file until slight resistance is felt without turning it on, then press the button to start it. This is called tactile controlled activation technique. This allows tactile sensation to the clinician, minimizes file engagement and failure of the file, and keeps the file centralized in the canal to avoid transportation. Remember to wipe the file after each use using a sponge or alcohol gauze and inspect it for potential damage. Adjust the rubber stopper to the working length only after attaching the file to the handpiece to avoid any accidental changes by hand. Repeatedly use in and out motion of 1 millimeter increment while applying slight apical force. This is called picking motion. The apical force used should match that of drawing with a pencil. The file should be advanced till excessive resistance is encountered or working length is reached, whichever comes first. Don't force the file to reach the working length if resistance is felt. Instead, irrigate the canal and try again. Reach the working length with 3 strokes or 3 seconds, then retrieve the file. Don't leave it spinning unnecessarily at the apex. Always keep the canal filled with irrigant during cleaning and shaping. When excessive force beyond the file specifications is encountered, the rotary device will reciprocate by rotating anti-clockwise to avoid file fracture and uncontrolled movement. Using high suction during irrigation, known as negative pressure irrigation, is extremely important because the irrigant solution will flow only in the widest portion of the canal, leaving debris behind as noticed here. For this demonstration, negative pressure is achieved using the syringe.